Hi, I'm Pete Baveystock from Wokingham Borough Council. I'm the Waste Recycling Manager. And over the last year, we've done brilliantly on increasing our curbside recycling. However, this has brought other problems as well in relation to contamination of the stuff going in the black boxes. And today what I'm going to do is talk through some of the things what we definitely want, and then go over some of the things that we don't want and why they cause problems when we do collect them. So what we're going to start first is look at the 4 streams of recycling that we want. It's plastic bottles, food cans and drink cans, mixed paper and card, and aerosols. They are the only 4 streams we want. I'll come on a bit later to the plastic bottles and why we only take plastic bottles. But what we're going to do now is go through some of the boxes that we've been round that are due to be collected today, and go over some of the things that cause us problems in the box. So we come on to the first box. Now, setting aside the idea of the cardboard being quite large, and we would prefer it to be folded and reduced and put in the box. So setting that aside, all this stuff is good cardboard, so folded up is perfect. And as you can see on the top, we've got really good newspapers, and we've got cardboard, and that's all very, very good. It'd be nice if it was squashed into the box, that'd be much better. But you see 2 items here of carrier bag with things in it that are not recyclable, and then a plastic bag. Plastic bags we can't recycle, and so that would be classed as contamination, although it's not the end of the world if they're just in there on their own. If we go on to our next box, we see lots more problems that we've got. Somebody has put a bag from barbecuing in there, which is great. Unfortunately, it contains things that we can't recycle and things that we can recycle. But unfortunately, that will go to the plant and that will be treated as contamination. So what we could have done is taken the cans out, left that in the box on their own, which are perfect, put those in our blue bag, and there are a number of other things in there that we don't want either. But all of that could have been recycled. Now all of it will be wasted. This chicken container can't be recycled. I'll finish on why we can't recycle other plastics, but it can't be recycled, so it's been treated as contamination. We then move on to filled carrier bags. Now, filled carrier bags are our absolute nightmare. That's what's creating a lot of the contamination in the boxes at the moment, because all of that, either tied or untied, will go to the plant and it will all go as contamination. So that's what causes the problem, and so please do not use carrier bags. That's what we really ask you not to do. And you can see there's another bag in here where people have been trying to be helpful. I no doubt that they're trying to be helpful. But once again, there's a lot of material in there that can be recycled and some that can't be recycled. But unfortunately, it will all go in that bag and go to contamination, which is not really good. It means you've wasted your time, and we've spent a lot of time sorting it, collecting it, sorting it, and then it ends up probably in the same place as if you put it straight in the blue bag. So just to finish off, here we have what I consider to be an excellent box. Everything mixed, and you've got the streams, you've got the plastic bottles, you've got the paper and card, you've got the bottles without tops, which is always important, although not absolutely essential. You've got cardboard, and that's how we would expect our boxes to be. There's no limit on how many boxes you can have. You can have as many boxes as you like, and that's what we feel. That's an ideal box, so someone should be congratulated on having that box. Let me just talk about why we don't want other plastics. The problem with other plastics is there's no market for anything other than bottled plastics in this country. So what we will do, and lots of other councils will take them, but the companies that take them will generally take the bottles out, which is the valuable part of the product, and recycle those as we do, but when they'll go on and they could end up in China and the Far East, or waste to energy in this country. If you put it in your blue bag, if you put them in your blue bag, they will end up going straight to energy from waste, because that's where all of our blue bag waste goes. Just to finish off on what the things get turned into, going back to our ideal chart, the plastic bottles generally fall into three categories. We have the hard bleached plastics, which will be turned into plastic products like the boxes. We've got the fizzy drinks bottles, which will be turned into fleeces. We have the plastic milk bottles, which will be turned into new plastic milk bottles. That's what happens to the plastics. Cans, easy to process, go to new aluminium and steel food stock. The card, the mixed paper and card, the mixed card is a reasonably poor product, but it will generally go to be the squiggly bit in the middle of corrugated cardboard. And the newspaper goes straight to Alresford in Kent, where it's turned back into newsprint. Aerosols are treated exactly like steel cans, and they're recycled into new steel product. So by helping us, what we'll do is, we was brilliant that everybody increased the recycling last year, and we got a lot of new people on the scheme, but we just started getting a lot more stuff that wasn't the right stuff. And so we could ask everybody if they just be a bit more thoughtful what they put in their boxes, and then what shouldn't go in the boxes goes in the blue bags, and we'll clean up our contamination and save money. Thank you.